I tried.
My name is CJ, broadcasting from Cornland on topics no one talks about outside of English class, Tontaoec for short. Here again on this fine morning afternoon to discuss the effects of media here, there, and everywhere, specifically in the courtroom for today. Let's dive into it. The Sixth Amendment promises every citizen the right to a fair trial and impartial jury. It just so happens that media can seriously get in the way of that. Especially today, when media dominates our society, it's so easy to absorb whatever incriminating portrayals the media has for us about so-and-so who was arrested for this and that. It's just as easy to say that none of that is true, that there are plenty of people who can hold their own mind, but from what I've gathered, plenty means plenty, and plenty is not everyone. From capital punishment in context, they state that jurors will likely have developed some biases, judges tend to sentence more punitively, and media may cause a witness to testify differently because they fear intimidation resulting from their exposure. So everyone's either camera shy or heard too many reports, to put it short. I can't blame them. I'm not very photogenic myself, but the pressure and stress one might feel on camera or print is definitely a real issue. However, a completely human reaction. This can't be helped. However, curiosity and the urge to know more also can't be helped. From BBC, Dominic Casciani has conducted a survey counting up the percentage of people who had some sort of media influence within a jury. Although 5% looked online themselves, and 13% were exposed to internet reports about standard cases, both numbers would double when it came to high-profile cases. Now, it's a valid point to argue that there would be no misconceptions if the public were exposed to the full truth, and even might be a call to look past such concerns for the better. Here's what Stephen Brill, Floyd Abrams, and Jeffrey Toobin from CNN have to say about that matter.
Massive display of government inaction anywhere. Without that, no matter what you think about how decisions get decided, it is majestic. The 9 justices care about what they do. They're honest people. We watch them think through issues. The idea that there is no camera there, that the impression that Americans have of the justice system is only the O.J. Simpson trial is just it is a terrible thing for the rule of law and the civil society. And I talked individually with all the justices back in the 80s and 90s about this, including Justice Scalia, who was actually more open to this than you might have thought. Justice Rehnquist was actually pretty open to it, but there were some who just said, well, we are just never going to have cameras because, as one of them put it, one of the justices said to me, and I think you've read this quote elsewhere, I couldn't go to the supermarket without people knowing who I am if there were cameras in the courts. Well, you know what? You're a public official in the United States, so you people ought to know who you are.
Now let's say media exposure is inevitable. We should probably just broadcast the truth, right? Newsflash, it's happened before, and the opinions of the public did not change because of it. I'm sure the vast majority of listeners have heard of the Casey Anthony case, one Supreme Court trial that was broadcasted about a mom who was charged for the murder of her daughter. This is a report from NBC News Today.
In an interview with the Associated Press, she insists she does not know how the last hours of the toddler's life unfolded. Almost 9 years after little Kaylee's death and 6 years after her mother, Casey Anthony, was controversially acquitted of her murder and other charges of harming her daughter, Anthony is breaking her silence in a series of exclusive interviews with the Associated Press about her daughter's death and the years since. Once labeled the most hated mom in America, Anthony says she knows many people still think she killed Kaylee.
Casey wasn't even convicted for her daughter's supposed murder, but she was still labeled the worst mom in America, and people worldwide believed she had something to do with Kaylee's death, not from any real evidence, other than reports and updates from the news. Media is powerful, but in a situation like this was degrading. Why would we let broadcasts like that define someone we don't know? It seems better that we left our noses out of things if it meant sparing the dignity of people like Casey and giving them a truly fair chance. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very important to pick and choose our battles very wisely. At the price it demands, I don't feel this is a fight worth taking on. What are your opinions on the matter? Share them in the comments below, and remember to thumbs up on the track if you enjoyed. Subscribe to hear more from me, and tune in next week on Tontaoec.